Hello and welcome to the Shaun Shears Show and the Behind the Songs podcast, and this time we're doing Life as a Game from the EP Reinvented, which was done about 2 years ago now. What year are we in? 2020? 2021? Something like that, yeah. Anyway, we're just coming out of lockdown here in England, and this podcast is being made and broadcast on the day of my friend Amanda's birthday, so happy birthday Amanda, or Maud as she's known to all of us, and me and Lewis and little Archie and the team, we're always going to be there for you, and and we're not covering the Friends theme tune for you, which would be a very apt thing to go into at this moment. And I always speak really poshly on these things as well, so God knows what I'm doing. Anyway, this song, Life is a Game, it's about not taking things for granted and sort of just going for it. And I think everything about the song kind of illustrates that. Process that I went through illustrates it. I started off with I started off with just variations in C, which was just playing with modes like Eleanor Rigby, like just going down, and I wanted it to be a very sterile but uplifting song, and I wanted it to be very rootsy, and I wanted a sort of chamber choir in the background, sort of layering their voices. And initially I had the lyric of when you can't shout, you have to sing, and I think that will come into play in one of the songs at some point. But me and Mike realised that me and Muted Mike Taylor from Mutant Lab Studios, who I was working with on this particular song to start with, realised that we were sounding a lot like, forgive me, I can't remember the band, the cinematic film band, and basically it just sounded like it needed more for that to happen. We just simply didn't have the session musicians, but what we did have was Mike's brain and my brain, but mainly Mike's. And Mike's, hear this glockenspiel in there, and I kind of put this synth in there, and it can groove like this. And Mike's really good at genre twisting, so he's, and that's one of the great things, is that someone with such a good finger can just produce this genre twisting, and you never would have thought going that way. So he's really good at beats. That is his absolute, like his tour de force, his beats. So literally we sort of did all we could in that studio and left it. I left it for ages because we were working on the title track of the EP, and we'd gone through 5 versions of it at this point. I left it for a while, and then I started playing it again, and it started to refresh in my head. And at this point, I've got to respect Mike for this. There are some songs that he wasn't figuring for the EP, and I can admit that it's not like I'm someone who's going to go in there and say to a producer, yep, here is everything. Sometimes I go in there with a fully formed idea, but I like the producer to really kind of get involved and put their take on it. And I think Mike had done all he could. So I went to Mayfield Studios and started to record some tracks there that Mike just wasn't feeling, and they'd already been recorded in a pre-existing form that was pretty good, and Mike just wasn't feeling that. And I just needed to go somewhere where there was session musicians on hand and have a different experience. So we recorded those songs, and Tim Brownsey came on board at this point, and I was listening to his songs and he was listening to mine, and we were sort of developing sort of like we had a friendship, but we developed a sort of songwriting sort of friendship aside from that. And he actually listened to this and came up with the opening riff, and this song's just about to end. It's the instrumental, so I'm just going to play it again. And Tim came up with the opening sort of bow, bow, and it sounded so good. And he sent it to me via a voice note, and I'm flipping out. This sounds really stadium-esque now. So we got, this really pounding, pushing rhythm, and we got this Casio keyboard start, because I sort of explained to Mike that the song was really about the fact that me and my friends were getting older, we were realising we weren't immortal, and obviously, you get older, you kind of go, oh, my hip hurts, or this or that, and also I'd grown up around terminal illness, so I kind of, that started to affect, it had an effect on me as a kid, and sort of not really wanting to accept I was getting older. And also, it started to affect my friendship group a lot more. A lot of people I knew were getting ill and getting aches and pains, and I just thought, that's not good. And sometimes, you do things when you're young so quickly, and you move through the motions so quickly, that you kind of, when you stop and you take stock, you kind of go, whoa, what's really important? And that's what this song was really ended up being about. And the other cool thing about the process was not only did I brought a friend in, which was ironic, to play guitar and help me with this song and take it to a new level with a guitar solo and everything else, was that my best friend, who I probably mentioned on the show before, Lewis, he's my roadie as well, and he's my technician, and he's a lot of things, and he has always said life is a game, and I used to get so wound up, and I still do. What game is life, anyway, long story short, I ended up using that as the title because it fitted. Went through the lyrics with him. He thought there was too many. I wanted to do something different lyrically. I've been challenged by Mike at Mutant Labs to not refer to time so blatantly, not to say the word time. So half glass full, running a race game. It sounded like that, like we were heading towards something. So I kind of, went for it and really wanted to let loose on the vocals. So went in, did the vocals with a producer called Greg Powell, and finished the track up with him. Mike sent the stems across, and sort of did a dummy take of vocals, which was like verse 1, verse 2, chorus, and tried to replicate the best bits of what I'd done. We did a 3-take rule, and we came out with this song, which really is about sort of seizing the moment, but mainly appreciating what you've got, or trying to appreciate what you've got, and trying to not look forward too much, but not look back too much, but just really enjoy the moment. And as we're coming out of lockdown, I think that's very apt. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to play the song, which is available on all streaming platforms. It's one of my favourite songs. The other thing I did was I realised what my vocals could do. So if you've heard my earlier work from the Years Text Philosophy EP, it's a bit driving, like Green of Formation, but it's more refined, and also I wanted to have that hook of like, there's a game. I sort of heard it like that, and sort of heard the Born Slippy effect. So go listen to Born Slippy, lager, what, which I'm sure you're all pining for with lockdown over with. But that being said, thanks to Tim, thanks to Mike, big time, thanks to Greg, thanks to everybody who saved my ass on this one, this has been Behind the Songs, but this is how things happen, and life progresses like that, and these podcasts have become more of a conversation with nobody, because I'm sure nobody is listening, but thank you for your support, and that's how we wrote this song. So never write an idea off, and never give up. So enjoy the lifting of lockdown and enjoy the song. Thank you very much. This is Life is a Game. You can stream it from all digital platforms.
Life speeds up its tempo. We forget and we don't know how we first met. It's a memory we won't regret. Sun rises and it may fall. Had a house and kids, we had it all. Clock ticks and passes us by. Now there's a separation, don't know why. Reaching out, trying to find you in those photographs. Feels like I'm reaching into the very past. I know I cannot get those moments back. Can't give in to my feelings. Just the present and the facts, and I wait for my prayers to be answered, but I'm put on hold. We may be bluffing, we don't have the cards, but we can't fold. We've gone a distance, we're in the final round, and we won the race. If life is a game, I'm glad you're the person that I play. Life rings in my ears. Love, not disease, is all I used to fear. Found life's tempo. How we're in for, I don't know. Remember how we first met. Wasn't so long, how could I forget? Things may be changing fast. No half measures in this glass. Reaching out, trying to find you in those photographs. Feels like I'm reaching into the we're in the final round and we won the race. If life is a game, I'm glad you're the person that I play. Life is a game. To be answered, but I'm put on hold. We may be bluffing, we don't have the cards, but we